Hi, Kim from Expression Artworks. Thanks for joining me today. I have this recycled 6 by 3 inch piece of wood. I'm using Vintage Mustard by Folk Art, and that's a chalk paint. And I'm just going to apply a nice coat of this paint to the surface and all the edges. I really love this color. It's a great color for fall. And I'm going to be using a stencil. So before I do that, I have to make sure I dry it really well. I wound up actually putting on a second coat of paint just because I wanted to deepen the color a little bit more, but one coat definitely covered the wood. And then I'm just taking my gator sander and I'm sanding around the edges and the corners because I just wanted to have that more rustic, distressed kind of look. You don't have to do this, of course, but if you choose to do so, you could sand it. And then how cute is that stencil? That's a new fall stencil from Essential Stencil that just came out. I'm using their brush as well. And I'm using black folk art chalk paint. Now, before I add that paint to my stencil, I make sure that I blot that paint off really well in that paper towel. You kind of want that paint to get into those bristles and you don't want your brush to look wet. Otherwise, it's going to bleed and go through. Then I'm using Dixie Belle Terracotta. And I do the same thing. I take off the excess and then I blot it on the paper towel, and you can see the brush almost looks dry. And I'm using the terracotta paint for my pumpkin. This stencil that I'm using is part of, like I was saying, their new fall collection. It's called Harvest Perch Mini Tags, and you get 3 in a pack. So this just happens to be one. You also get a sunflower and you get 3 stackable pumpkins. So those are the 3 tags you get. I'm also an affiliate with Essential Stencil, so feel free to use my code at any time. That's Expression Artworks, one word, no spaces. And like I said, this fall collection just launched and you get 10% off your entire order. And I'm also taking that same terracotta and I'm dry brushing it around the edges just to give it more of a shadowy look instead of using a wax. It's just another technique and also very fun too. I love how it just adds to the character of the sign. And I use Weeping Willow by Dixie Belle for the stem and leaves.